This video was made to review and criticize the material in it, and is not intended to be a substitute for the original work. I do not own the material or any part of the show in this video. Please support HBO by watching the full episode and show on HBO or any other platform that legally streams it. Links to the official sites are available in the description box below. This video is intended to fall under the general guidelines of fair use and is edited as to not compete with the original work. As an aspiring writer and artist, my goal is to comment, review, criticize and learn from the work. Thank you for understanding. Welcome to Watcher. Today we're watching episode 3 of the 5th season. But before we begin, please don't leave any spoilers in the comment section. I'd greatly appreciate that. And most importantly, thank you so much for the support and for joining me on this adventure. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed the content. I'd really appreciate that. I loved the last episode. Plenty of politics and great dialogue. There were some huge developments. Jon won the vote to become the new commander. That cements him as a long-term brother of the Night's Watch. In my mind, there are no longer any doubts about that. Even though Stannis gave him an offer that's hard to refuse. Down south, Jaime has decided to bring back Myrcella from Dorne. You know what, guys? I don't think it's gonna go as planned. I have a feeling that Myrcella likes it down south. So what if she simply refuses Jaime's attempt at rescuing her? From what I've seen so far, the Dornish seem pretty respectful and noble. I just hope that Oberyn's lady doesn't do anything stupid. But then again, there is a very high possibility that she or someone else does. And over at Meereen, Daenerys is experiencing the hassles of being a ruler. She pretty much has a civil war to deal with. How will she be able to solve it? That's $1 million question. Maybe Varys and Tyrion will have something to do with the solution. Is that how they prove their worth? Now that I've said all that, I expect things to go completely opposite of that. All I've done here is waste everyone's time. So let's just watch the episode. Where is this? What a mysterious place. Kinda creepy also. Oh, is that where Arya is? With Jaqen. I don't know if I should call him Jaqen.
I didn't come here to sweep floors.
That's the first part of the training.
You said you'd teach me how to be a faceless man.
Be patient.
All men must serve, faceless men most of all.
I want to serve.
Then sweep the floors.
A girl wants to serve herself. Here we serve the many-faced god.
Many-faced god. This world has a lot of very interesting religions. How many people like Jaqen are there? Is there a group? Okay, what happened to this dude? Cersei's hating it. She looked very bothered by that.
From this day until the end.
Oh, so we are getting the wedding. Tommen, how old are you? He does look a bit older. What the hell?
Did I hurt you?
Man, I still feel uncomfortable.
This is all I want to do. All day, every day.
Nah. We have a lot more to do.
I think we're going to be very happy, you and I.
I hope so. Unless someone screws it up for you guys.
Of course, my grandmother couldn't wait to go home. Does your mother like it here?
She told me never to trust anyone in King's Landing.
So wonderful to have her watching over you.
Oh, really? Marjorie is playing it smart.
Do you think she's intelligent? I can't quite tell.
No, really? I can.
Do you ever miss Castle Rock?
There's nothing for me in Castle Rock.
She's like, what are you trying to say? Trying to send his mother away?
But wouldn't you be happier in Castle Rock?
Oops. Should probably not have asked that question.
Mother!
What are you here for?
Is there anything I can do for you?
What you can do is leave the place. Right?
What's the proper way to address you now? Queen Mother or Dowager Queen? There's no need for such formalities.
I'm so freaking nervous. I don't know why.
Remember.
Remember what?
Anything you need.
That meant something else. That remember. Yeah. She is furious. Oh my god. She can be scary. Both of them can be. I'm telling you, King's Landing is not a nice place. I'd rather be at the wall. Oh my god. These people are horrible. Would you rather get skinned or burned to death?
Lord Cowan refused to pay. I flayed him living, along with his wife and brother. Made his son watch. The new Lord Cowan paid his taxes.
Stop eating and listen.
Ramsay is in his own world.
We don't have enough men to hold the north if the other houses rise up against us.
Okay, that is interesting. Be careful, Ramsay.
The best way to forge a lasting alliance isn't by peeling a man's skin off. The best way is marriage.
You need to marry someone.
I found the perfect girl to solidify our hold on the north.
And who would that be? Don't tell me he's talking about Sansa. Baelish, you wouldn't.
That's Maid Kaelin.
Yes.
Man, what the hell, Baelish?
Your marriage proposal, it wasn't for you.
Roose Bolton murdered my brother. He betrayed my family.
I told you, this freaking Baelish guy.
I won't go.
Winterfell is your home.
Not anymore.
Always.
I don't know if it might be smart, but nah, I'm not having that.
You can't make me. I will starve myself. I will die before I have to go there.
I won't force you to do anything.
Baelish and Cersei and Lady Melisandre, master manipulators.
Stop being a bystander. Do you hear me?
From one bad situation to another one. That is Sansa's story so far. Avenge them, but how? What power will she truly have? I don't even care anymore. Arya better become a serial killer. Come for all these people. Your sister needs you, and your brothers will need you.
Go around.
Well, now I really want Brienne to save Sansa.
Sorry, I had to squire such a nasty person.
I'm proud to be your squire.
Those are some nice words. Podrick is a very understanding person.
Starting tomorrow, we'll train with the sword twice a day.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at him. He seems very happy about that.
You were the king's guard to Renly Baratheon, weren't you? Lord Tyrion said he was a good man.
Died too soon, in my opinion.
When I was a girl, my father held a ball. He invited dozens of young lords to Tarth. They whispered in my ear how they wanted to marry me and take me back to their castles. I'd never been so happy, till I saw a few of the boys sniggering. And then they all started to laugh. They couldn't keep the game going any longer.
I bet that's traumatizing.
I tried to run away, but Renly Baratheon took me in his arms. They're nasty little shits. And nasty little shits aren't worth crying over.
Well, he was right about that. Good guy Renly. Would have been interesting to see him as the king.
One day I will avenge King Renly.
But you said a shadow murdered him.
With the face of Stannis Baratheon.
Have you considered my offer?
But I'm going to refuse it.
But I have to refuse you. Wish I could fight beside you. But I swore a sacred vow at the gods would.
He's taking that very seriously. Jon is a very loyal person.
We march on Winterfell within the fortnight, before the snows trap us here.
And the wildlings.
Leave their fate to you.
Make them join the Night's Watch. Maybe. Davos, do you have anything to say?
He sees something in you.
Oh, this will be lovely.
Sworn to stay clear of the politics of the Seven Kingdoms.
How do you know? How does the Night's Watch vow go again?
I am the sword in the darkness, the watcher on the walls, the shield that guards the realms of men.
Shield that guards the realms of men. But the best way to help the most people might not be sitting in a frozen castle at the edge of the world.
Davos with those angles. Coming with new perspectives on things. This will make Jon think about it. And this was a very important conversation for the future.
Who are you?
Is this a tough girl in the building?
No one.
Ouch. Okay.
Who are you?
You're about to find out.
What are you doing?
We were only playing.
The girl is not ready.
I am ready.
Whose sword is that? It belongs to Arya Stark. How is it that no one came to be surrounded by Arya Stark's things?
This is going to take some time. Or maybe not. But are you getting rid of the sword? The sword Jon gave you? No attachment. And then the most important thing. Needle. Well, it means a lot to her, so I understand her. Okay, she can't throw it away, so she's hiding it. That also works, I guess. Oh my god. Why did I get scared? I guess I wasn't expecting anything.
Lord Bolton.
May I introduce my son? Ramsay Bolton.
She is playing it cool. Great acting. But this crazy is about to do something. You could see it in her eyes.
Mr. Raymond, he's not feeling well.
Don't tell me. He's about to leave the world.
Sir Alistair, I name you First Ranger.
That's nice.
Lord Janis, I'm giving you command of Greyguard.
Greyguard is a ruin.
Yes, the fort is in a sorry state. Restore it as best you can.
Keep your ruin.
That boy.
That was a command, not an offer.
Give it to one of the fools who cast a stone for you.
Are you refusing to obey my order?
I love this new Jon. Mr. Commander.
Ollie, bring me my sword.
Is he about to make an example out of him? That's how it goes. You thought he had your back. Sir Alistair is no fool. Jon following his dad's example, swinging that sword. Well, as you all know, I'm not a fan of killing people like that. I bet Stannis will love it. I have a problem when Daenerys executes people, and I do have a problem when others do it as well. There are other ways to punish people. Just my opinion. Forgiveness.
Mercy! Mercy!
Mercy. Don't be tough. Don't act tough. People are scared. He was like, I approve. Nah, that was not good, Jon. And what is happening here? Who even are these people? Are we role-playing? Okay, I don't need a close-up of that.
This establishment belongs to Lord Peter Baelish. You can't...
What are you doing, Lancel?
You shall be punished.
Okay, Lancel has gone crazy. A true fanatic. This episode is just... I don't even know how to summarize it.
An assault on my person is an assault on our very religion.
I don't think it works that way.
What do you want from us, High Septon?
Justice. I ask that you execute their leader, this so-called High Sparrow.
Who is the High Sparrow? Are we about to meet him?
Where can I find the High Sparrow?
I love Cersei's black outfit.
We're often stuck with the names our enemies give to us.
Why no shoes?
Because I gave them away to someone who needed them more.
This guy is interesting.
I had assumed you'd only come here to arrest me.
Doesn't want me to arrest you, he wants me to execute you. My thoughts on the matter are in line with your own. So now he resides in the Red Keep dungeons instead.
Oh, Cersei's making moves. And what are you doing?
Send a raven with this message to Littlefinger at the Eyrie or wherever he's slithering about.
What is the letter saying? Oh, what is going on? Is that the mountain? I feel like this episode is the calm before the storm.
I'll never hurt her. You have my word.
Well, does your word mean anything?
Allow me a moment alone with Lord Baelish.
So many tense moments.
Then I have delivered everything I promised.
And you're prepared for the consequences. And the Lannisters here I've wed Sansa Stark to Ramsay.
The Lannister name doesn't mean what it once did.
True. Tywin was the power.
A message for you from Cersei Lannister.
Already?
Strange that the seal is broken.
I'm sure you understand my position, Lord Baelish.
What is going on? Tell us what the letter says.
You're a warden of the North.
I had Tywin Lannister's backing. Who supports me now? You?
The last time the Lords of the Eyrie formed an alliance with the Lords of the North, they brought down the greatest dynasty this world has ever known.
Oh. That was epic. This is the type of episode that needs to be watched a couple of times.
I have to get out of this wheelhouse. I'm not sure how many new ways I can find of saying this.
What's up with Tyrion? ADHD? Varys beat him up. Make him go to sleep. Give him something. So he falls asleep. Oh, what the hell?
The volunteer masters are very organized.
Okay, this place needs to have some kind of revolution. The Dragon Queen. Oh.
We're going to meet the Savior. You should have told me. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Curious hair.
Was that really what you were looking at? Oh, Jorah.
Where are you going? I need to speak to someone with hair.
That was funny. I need to speak to someone with hair. Tyrion going back to his bad habits.
You like hair?
Well, I bet he'll like Daenerys then.
Come on.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Why not? What's going on?
Go for a piss, that's a start.
He's like, where did he go? Trouble, trouble, trouble approaching. What are you doing?
I'm taking you to the Queen.
Which queen are we talking about? Is that Jorah's way back to Westeros? Because I don't feel like he's going back to Daenerys. But who knows? This was one of the longer episodes, yet it feels like there weren't that much going on. It really felt like a calm before the storm episode, mostly setting things up. I can see a lot of things going wrong in the future. But what did we actually get? Well, Tommen and Marjorie are now married, and Cersei hates that. As expected. We also had a bit of religious drama. I enjoyed that, it was okay. A bit different, and it's pretty clear that Lancel is all in. a true fanatic. I'm glad he's back, but he's no longer the same. Goofy Lancel was my favorite, but the biggest thing that happened in this episode was Sansa having to marry freaking Ramsay. I should be worried that he does something bad to her, but I'm actually more worried that Ramsay's OG girl will be the one who does something. She looked pissed. And of course, Baelish planned all this. He's like 100 steps ahead of everyone. He just can't be trusted. He's involved in so many things. The word chaos describes him perfectly. And just generally, I can't stand the Boltons. Such nasty people. Now, let's talk about Jon Snow a bit. Or I mean, Commander Jon Snow. Man, what happened to mercy? And what happened to using your brain a bit? Finding other solution, being a bit creative in your punishments. I'm not talking about torture or anything like that. We need people who can work, who can do something. Couldn't Jon maybe have punished that dude in another way? I know that he's trying to set an example, gain respect and whatnot, but I'm not a fan of that. As people say to Daenerys, show them something different. I know that their situations are completely different, but still, it's kind of like a universal rule. It's difficult being a leader. Let's just hope that Jon doesn't crumble. Maybe this was the evidence that he won't. At least Stannis looked impressed. Then we have Tyrion, who's becoming a bit annoying. He is in no man's land, especially mentally. I feel like Varys, but I don't think I'd be as patient as him. I'd slap Tyrion up or force him to go to sleep. Now we have another problem. Jorah is taking him to the Queen. Now which Queen are we talking about? Is this Jorah's way to get back into Westeros? Just brilliant. Anyway, my favorite scene of this episode was probably that close-up of that lady's meow. Wasn't that a lovely shot? No, but seriously, I loved Brienne telling her story to Podrick. That was a nice scene, and that scene showed that the relationship is kinda getting better. So I think I will give this episode a 7 out of 10. Sometimes it felt a bit like a filler. It could have been a bit shorter. Or we could have taken some minutes from this episode and put them into the previous one, which I really love. Oh, also, I forgot to talk about Arya. Well, I still know too little to talk about what she's doing. All I know is that she's taking this very seriously. She's determined, but that place is just super creepy and mysterious. But I guess that's it for this time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the content. I truly appreciate that. Take care, and see you next time.